In a podcast land where thoughts collide, Brian and Craig will be your guide. No topic too small, no tale too tall. Tune in, laugh out, you'll have a ball. From mysteries deep to light-hearted jokes in a poker rhythm where laughter invokes. Untitled is their name, the fun untamed. Each episode a ride, this shows their claim. Untitled, Brian and Craig, get ready for a twist and a leg shake. In a quirky world where anything goes, join the ride as the madness flows.
Yeah!
It actually did it this time, and it didn't scare anybody. No one was spooked.
I'm a little spooked. When everything works correctly, that spooks me.
Well, I want to let you know
Yeah.
what I did this week. I did nothing. I did nothing spectacular or amazing or mind-blowing.
Really? Not one thing?
Hold on, let me think.
This was like a little over a week ago, so it wasn't really this week, but you did end the hat wars.
Yes, I did end the hat wars. It was a fantastic hat it's Pikachu wearing a sweater that has a standing 60s Buffalo Bills logo.
Yeah. It's pretty great. I need to hear the story of how you discovered a Pikachu Buffalo Bills hat.
Okay, so what happened is I was playing, was it Rayquaza Raid Hour? We were doing some kind of raid hour, right? And so, anyways, we were doing the raid hour, and some guy comes up, and he's like, "Oh man, check out this sweet hat!" And I'm like, and I just kind of like heard it, and then I looked over, I'm like, "Oh shit, that is a sweet hat!" And he's like, "Well, man, I make this hat like in the next county over," and I'm like, "Well, hell yeah, man, give me your number." And so he gave me his number, and I paid for it, and it came like the next day. It was awesome.
That's yeah, it did come really quick. You're like, oh, it's going to come sometime next week, and then like 2 days later, like, oh, here's a picture of it. Like, oh, and it won the hat wars, which I didn't even know we were fighting hat wars, but I'm glad to hear they're over.
Yeah, no more hat wars. There are no more no more hats are being burned, no more looms are being sacrificed, no more broken snapbacks.
Oh, that's good. Do you make a hat on a loom?
Well, I don't know how that shit works, man.
It feels like you probably do. I'm sure. I'm lacking any reason to say that that's not how they're made. I'm going to say that's definitely how they're made. They're made on a loom.
Yes.
Old-timey. Yeah, that definitely seems to fit, I think. Okay, so you got a hat. You went to work,
hat wars.
and nothing happened.
Well, it did rain like crazy here, and that was fun. Like a rain band moved through, and I've never seen lake effect rain before, so that was insane.
Oh, so it hasn't gotten cold enough for rain effect snow yet?
Yeah, lake effect snow. Yeah.
How much longer is it till the ice caps have retreated down into Buffalo area, and you're living on the planet Hoth?
A couple months or a couple weeks. Sorry.
A couple weeks. So you're the last halcyon days of not freezing your butt off every time you walk outside.
Yeah. Although I got like really good coats, so there's that.
That's good. Yeah.
Wait,
that's important.
I did lie. I did do something cool. So you know that guy who bet the Bills would win last year against the Chiefs, and they did?
I don't know this story specifically. No.
Okay, so basically what happened is this dude named Bigg Sexxy with 2 G's, 2 X's. He's a very large man, and he would go around in the cold wearing just overalls without a shirt, and would, tailgate and I'll do all that shit. So he was there last year, the last time the Bills faced the Chiefs, and he saw a sweet jacket that Nate Burleson was wearing. He's like, "Hey Nate, I'm gonna make you a bet. Easy dub. Bills win over the Chiefs, and I get your coat." And he goes like, "All right, whatever, man, bet." And he did that on air, and he won the coat. And so we caught up with him a year later, and the dude's like this Mr. Positivity. He makes, he's got brand deals, and he makes freaking he does cameos, and people are like, "Oh my god, it's the jacket guy!" And he is apparently like a Bills Mafia legend on par with like Pinto Ron.
Oh, that's great. Oh, speaking of Pinto Ron, I was looking at my little photo album thing that shoots through all the pictures I put on it, which is hundreds and hundreds of them. And I saw the picture of you and I and Pinto Ron, and it made me happy. It's like, that was a fun day. So anyway,
that was a great day. So much beer.
Oh.
But yeah, okay, I did do something cool this week. Yeah, so I did do that.
Nice. You met a guy who owns a jacket.
Yes, who won it from Nate Burleson.
From Neighbor Listen. Okay, that's cool. I like that. The thing I did today is I heard a rumor. Like I was just walking around and I heard someone say that Snuffleupagus had died.
No! Wait, Snuffleupagus was never real.
Right, I know, but like, I mean, I don't know how these things work. So I was like, wait,
Wait, the
is
puppeteer, the original
Snuffleupagus dead?
puppeteer?
No, no. I mean, literally what I overheard was someone saying, "Oh yeah, Snuffleupagus died," and I didn't know what that meant because, like you, I'm like, I don't think Muppets die. They just get a new hand. But then, like, maybe they did a thing for, like Sesame Street or something to teach children about, you know,
Death or something.
the temporary nature of life or something. So they killed, I don't know. That seems like a
Yeah,
real dark move for a show that's aimed at like 4-year-olds. But
yeah.
I was intrigued, and so I did the thing that most people usually do, which is go to the internet and type in "Death of Snuffleupagus," which I
Hmm.
think would also be just an amazing like title. Not a name for a band, but like if you had a band with another good name, and then your album title was "Death of Snuffleupagus," like you could do worse. That
Hmm.
would be a good band. That would be a good album title, I think. Anyway,
Yeah.
and I learned like things about Snuffleupagus. First of all, I'm happy to report Snuffleupagus is not dead. So
Yeah.
that's good news. But also,
This comes
I
first.
saw, yeah, I saw that this is actually a rumor that has circulated in the past. That's weird to me.
Hmm.
So I'm here to put the rumors to rest. Both the hat wars are over. People are back at their looms peacefully making hats, and Snuffleupagus lives. So that's good. But what I learned about Snuffleupagus is that he was introduced in 1971
Hmm.
and only Big Bird could see him for the first 14 years he was on Sesame Street.
Hmm.
And that was like the running gag is that everybody would see or not see, but like he would be there, but people
Hmm.
would just be like walking and pushing a box or something, and like it would block their view of him. Like they would do all sorts of sight gags to make sure that
Yeah, yeah.
Snuffy was there, but nobody saw Snuffy. So from 1971 to 1985, this is how it worked from season 3 of Sesame Street to season 17 of Sesame Street. And then in 1985, there was an episode of 60 Minutes where they
Hmm.
talked about how children who were facing abuse were often not being believed by the
Oh
adults in
wow.
their lives. And so the people who make Sesame Street were like, "Are we? Is this? Are we okay here? Like, or do we want?" So basically, in the name of they want, because Big Bird is kind of like a child. He's a very large child, but he's basically a
Right.
child. And then all the adults in the show were like not believing him when he was talking about how Snuffy was there.
Right.
And they're like, "Are we teaching children that adults aren't always going to believe that? We don't, that's maybe
Oh
not good."
yeah.
And so what they did is they had like a big episode where all the big adults on the show suddenly all saw Snuffy at the same time.
Oh
And
wow.
then like, "Oh, Big Bird, we should have believed you. From now on, if you sell us something, we're totally gonna believe it." And then from then on, Snuffy was just a regular character who would interact with everyone, and he was no longer Big Bird's imaginary friend that everyone laughed at Big Bird for, saying that he actually existed.
I
When
see.
nobody else saw him. And it's all because they wanted kids to be like, "Isn't that beautiful?" Kind of like it's like
Yeah, it is.
they're
It's
like,
cute.
"This is kind of fun," but yeah, I know it's neat. But so that's that's what I did this week is I googled Snuffleupagus, Brian.
Oh, well, all right then. I guess there's that.
There's that. I also went to a Nuggets game with my boy,
I do know
and
this.
they won. They won really big. Yeah, I sent you a picture of the two of us. Yeah, they won. They won huge. They're playing a very bad team, so they're playing the New Orleans Pelicans, and I think they won. At one point, they were up like over 40 points, which I mean, it wasn't an exciting game, but it was a fun game because my team was
Yeah.
kicking butt. So that was a lot of fun. So yeah, I did that, and I've been watching the World Series, which
Oh, that's
ends.
insane. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that.
Now I know the Buffalo Bills had like tweeted at the beginning of the baseball playoffs saying, "Hey, go Blue Jays," because you guys are pretty close to them, so they kind of threw their
Hmm.
their lot in with the Blue Jays and stuff. Like, because I don't remember seeing a whole lot of Blue Jays anything when I was in Buffalo. Are are people excited in Buffalo? Like I know
Yeah, because the Blue Jay because the Jays are
the Bisons.
the Bisons are the
Yeah,
AAA affiliates. Yeah.
right. Yeah, so okay, so they're. I mean, obviously, no one's rooting for the Dodgers unless you're from Los Angeles and you
Well,
have
my
no
brother
soul.
is, but
But apart,
he played for their like single A affiliate. in like the early 2000s.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I mean, I think he was on the practice squad. I'm going to be honest.
Well, I mean, basically the practice squad. If you're playing minor league baseball, that is the practice squad, basically. So, but that's okay. That's cool still. All right, I'll allow it. Technically, sort of played for them, but go Blue Jays. Anyway,
Go
of course,
Blue Jays.
when this episode comes out,
We will find
well
out.
settled, but that's right. That's right. So anyway, that's what I did this week, and then I slept in really late today, so I'm still in pajamas.
Acceptable.
I had a good 12 minutes to get ready, and I think that was enough. Honestly, I think I'm good. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think
so,
the Bills. I think the Bills are going to win, though.
The Bills. You think the Bills are going to win against the Chiefs?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, I hope they win. I sincerely will be cheering for them tomorrow, and I'll be able to watch that game because the Broncos game will have been over because the Broncos play the Houston Texans.
The
Here's
Houston.
a sports update from a month and a half ago.
Yes.
Thanks, listeners.
We love it. All right.
Indeed,
well,
sir. Indeed. So I think it's time.
I think it's time.
All right. Let's see here. I got to shake off the cobwebs. I've never tried to go from being awake this early to doing the.
Get it.
That's pretty good, wasn't it?
That was pretty good. Yeah.
Maybe I need to just not have enough sleep. The news.
All
All right. Today we're gonna start out with actual news. I have 2 news stories to go over, but then today it is time for. We need to do you need to do some kind of editing right here to make it make my voice echo or something. Great moments in Florida man history.
Okay, I don't think I need to.
That'll be fun. Did I do a good job of it all by myself?
You did.
It's because I can project. Yeah. So all right. I was only going to do great moments in sports history, but then I came across these stories, and 2 of these stories are just really, really good. So last night was Halloween, which means all across the country, old abandoned Sears buildings and Best Buys that have gone out of business, and just empty malls, that kind of thing, have all been temporarily turned into what, Brian?
They all became Buffalo Bills team stores.
Team stores? Maybe in the Buffalo area that is true.
No.
Across the
Is it something
country,
called Spirit? Is it something called Spirit?
Spirit Halloween store, yes. And our story sets us in one of my favorite towns to say in the entire country because it's just fun. Plano, Texas. And the reason I like it is because it's just Plano, Texas. I just like that. It's fun to say. Plano, Texas. It's not fancy. It's just Plano. Plano, Texas. Anyway, there was a Spirit Halloween store in Plano, Texas, and it was probably the abandoned husk of a Bed Bath & Beyond because that's usually what it is. But this story is pretty awesome. A pet monkey. Apparently, someone was bringing their pet monkey while they did Halloween shopping.
This. Yeah, I know this. It was leaping around in the rafters.
Correct.
Yes. Yes. Do you know why?
It's so wonderful.
Do you know why?
I do know why.
Okay.
I do know why. The pet monkey got loose because it was spooked by an animatronic demon.
Yeah. It's so funny. It's good shit.
And so it went crazy. First of all, why are you bringing your pet monkey to Spirit Halloween store? Maybe you're trying to. Maybe you're checking out on their monkey costumes.
Nothing makes sense. You can own an opossum or a raccoon or even a monkey or a peacock because nothing in Texas makes any fucking sense.
I mean, you're not wrong. That's true. But yeah, they brought their monkey. They brought their monkey to Spirit Halloween store, which it's a weird move. But then it got spooked by one of those things that moves.
Yeah. Yep.
And all of a sudden, there's a monkey swinging. They swing all around the rafters. Yep. And this one lady who recorded it said, "What in the world? Is that a real monkey?" And she looks up and she says, "It's got a diaper on. I guess it's real." Yeah. Because that's how you can tell if a monkey is real. Because it's like how you can tell you're not a robot. All you have to do is be able to check a box, and that's like robots can't check boxes, so you're safe. Like that's how computers can tell you're not a robot.
Yes.
If you see a monkey, is it real? Well, here's the scientific test. Is it wearing a diaper?
Correct.
Yes, it's real. So yeah. So many people recorded videos of the monkeys swinging and running throughout the
I love
rafters
it.
of the store and
I
having
love
a
it.
grand old time. there's some there's some good bits. They got some good details from the people that have been watching it or whatever. But like one of the guys who worked there said it was entertaining. A lot of people were just standing around watching the monkey swing around for 30 minutes, and they were like, "This is my favorite." He was like, and the whole time they were like, "Monkey," and we had kids trying to catch it. That's
That's
his
amazing.
quote. The whole time they were like, and I can just see the guy too. He's like, they were just like, and then he points up into the rafters, "Monkey."
Monkey.
Such a good
Close
quote.
to the monk.
So good.
All right.
A Plano police officer responded to the scene and near the end of the monkey's time on loose, but apparently the owner was eventually able to get him under control, and the monkey in the rafters wearing a diaper was apprehended by the owner, and they were able to get control of it, and no one was injured,
That's good.
and thankfully the monkey posed no danger to either the store's customers or content. So it's a happy story. Basically, the whole story is monkey gets spooked, swings around the rafters for 30 minutes, and then goes home, and everybody has a grand old time. And we learned
Everybody
an important
happy.
thing about how to identify real monkeys versus AI monkeys. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe AI monkeys. They're going to learn soon, and they're going to have diapers on. And then all
Then
hell
how
will break
will we
loose
tell?
because
We
the way
won't.
to it. Yeah, you can't tell anymore. That's just like everything else. You can't tell anymore. Nothing is real, and you have to distrust everything you see
It's true.
just because you saw a video. No, you didn't. It's not real.
Nothing is real.
And hard as it is to believe, I like the second story even more. Although it is tough to beat a monkey swinging around a Spirit Halloween store.
It is.
Are you familiar with Chernobyl, Brian?
Oh my god. I literally read this, and you have no idea how much I know about Chernobyl. Like, you don't know.
You know
Like,
tons.
I know so much about Chernobyl. It's stupid. It's literally, if I wasn't so entertaining, it would be repugnant of how much I know about this.
If you weren't so entertaining. So you have a disgusting amount of knowledge, but you present it in a pleasing way.
Correct. So I know
Okay,
what you're gonna say,
check that
but
actually.
continue, sir.
Okay, so you're familiar with this story. This is a story. There's a few stories that are in my wheelhouse. Like, if somebody, what are the things that are in my wheelhouse? If somebody in Florida does something crazy, wheelhouse for
Yeah.
sure. But
His
if there's an
big favorite
animal that's a
one,
different color, Brian,
altered animals.
what's that?
Altered
Yes,
animals.
if an animal has been changed, then I am 1000% probably going to do a story about it, especially if it's happening in something as interesting as Chernobyl. Now, Chernobyl, there is like a zone where people aren't really supposed to go in because it's
Yep.
still super duper
The
radioactive.
cordon zone. Yep.
Yes, and Chernobyl had houses, and like before the disaster, like it was just a normal place where people lived
Yep.
and
Right next
had
door was
pets,
Pripyat.
Brian.
Yep.
Yeah, and so it was just a place that people would go,
Yeah.
live their lives in Russia, and everybody was, living the Russian dream. I don't know if that's a thing, but they did have pets, including dogs, Brian.
Yep.
And after the disaster, everyone had to get out, and they're like, "Sorry, you can't take your dogs with you." So like all of the dogs, like
Mutated.
they just were released into the wild, and like there are still dogs that are like descendants of the original dogs,
Yep.
and they're just running around, and they're doing okay despite all of the radiation
Yeah.
because they have, like you said, they have mutated, and there's actually a group of scientists studying the dogs because they're
Yep.
very interested in how these mutations have happened to allow the dogs to live and really
And they got
thrive
really big.
in a
Like, they got
situation.
really big. And I love this. They got
They
really
are.
big, and because the ones that were originally killed, this is fascinating because the ones that were originally killed due to the fallout, the ones that survived, became, mutated and became, I wouldn't say radiation immune, but radiation, I guess,
Resistant.
tolerant is the word.
Tolerant. There you go. Yeah.
Radiation tolerant because of, they're eating, because there's nothing to eat, they're eating bad meat with all this radiation in it, and so their body is absorbing all this radiation, so they mutated to handle radiation, and so they got really, really big. And there was a whole big thing a
Yep.
couple years ago where they were talking about, please don't pet the doggies.
Yeah. These are radioactive dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're still surviving. And there's like packs of wild now dogs that are just running around, living their best lives, very large.
Yes.
And this week, Brian, like three or four, like scientists noted, three or four of them have turned blue.
Yes.
Like, like blue. Like,
Yes.
like
Not dude
Smurfs.
behavior. Definitely not dude behavior though.
Yeah, they are blue. Blue. They are so blue. And scientists don't know why. There's just three or four or five blue dogs running around. And they're the mutant dogs, resistant to radiation, and now they're turning blue.
Yep.
And there is one theory, which isn't very much fun, but there is one theory that porta potty that had one of those like blue colorings got dumped,
Yeah,
and the
that's not
dogs
fun.
rolled around in it and turned blue. That's not fun at all. I'm choosing to believe that they're slowly turning into a new species
Yes.
of
I
blue
I
dog.
agree. I absolutely
Yes,
100%
that
agree.
is going to become super intelligent and probably start to rule the world in a few decades. And
Agreed.
that is what I'm clinging to. Yes. Okay.
Agreed.
I'm glad we can agree on that. So blue super dogs are roaming the Russian nuclear hillsides
Well,
and
it's
on new
not
story.
Russian, it's
So
Ukrainian.
go. Okay. Hang
Chernobyl's
on.
in
Ryan,
Ukraine.
time out. Time out from the pause. Oh, it's in Ukraine. I'm sorry. It's all the what Eastern Bloc. So it's all the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ukraine. Excuse me.
Yeah, no.
Um,
Oh, I'm gonna correct you on that, but it's in Ukraine, and I only know this because even the Ukrainians are like, yeah, this is insane. Like even the Russians don't fuck with it. Well, they tried, and then the Ukraine was
yeah.
like, whoa,
Even we
guys,
don't want it.
we need ground rules. We need ground rules. Don't fuck with don't fuck with Chernobyl.
I don't think it's not a highly disputed territory. I'm guessing. Although
No,
with the Blue Dogs, it may soon become that because the Blue Dogs are going to be taking over. But that's
it's
okay.
true. Okay.
So,
Next news
okay.
story. Next news story.
Well, no, that's the end of the actual proper news. And so I'm going to say
Oh.
I'm Craig, and that is the news.
Oh, okay.
And now, Brian, it is time for great moments in Florida man history.
All right.
Um, for those unfamiliar, for those unfamiliar, Florida man is more of an idea than a person. When you do
True.
something dumb in the state of Florida and you're a guy
You
and it's
become
dumb
Florida
enough
man.
to make yeah, when it's dumb enough to make the news because you were that special breed of Floridian, like like idiots can move to Florida away from other places. Like you can be an extremely low IQ individual and move from like Nebraska to Florida and you will raise the IQ of both states.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a place where the super intelligent reside. It's where Trump calls home. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, there's some questionable activities taking place in Florida, but these are some of the best over the years, and these are really really good. First off, Sarasota, Florida. This was back in 2015. A man broke into a Sarasota home to rob it,
Okay.
and he broke into the home and then fell asleep on the couch. Like, how tired do you
Okay.
have to
Like
be?
just oh, I'm so tired of robbing, and I'm passed out.
It's like, you know what? I'm committing a felony here right now, but I'm exhausted, so I'm just gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna sleep for just a little bit, and then I'll get up and continue my thievery, and then head out, and everything will be
Yep.
fine. Yeah, but I guess he was more tired than he thought he was because he fell asleep on the couch after breaking into the home, and then around 7:20 in the morning, the homeowner woke up and found this man, Timothy Bontrager, sleeping on her
Bontrager.
couch, and she asked him what are you doing, and he apologized. The woman who lives there called the police because
Mm-hmm.
if you find a strange man sleeping on your couch and you were not drunk the night before, that's the appropriate move is to call. Bontrager woke up and left the house, and at that time, the victim then noticed that her wallet, driver's license, credit cards, and personal checks were missing. Yeah, he was found walking along a nearby road and was immediately transported to the Let me try that again. Sarasota County
There
Jail
you go.
without incident. But yeah, attention, Florida man. If you are indulging in the activity known as home invasion / home robbery. Napping. Napping needs to happen on your own time, not on this time. You need to be fully awake and take care of business. Then nap. First rob, then nap. Like, I don't
Correct.
really like to give criminals
Advice, but
too much advice, but also, come on, man. Come on. So, story number 2. This happened in Melbourne, Florida. A man was released from jail back in 2018.
Mhm.
Charles Folk was arrested Tuesday morning, the same day that he was released from prison. Melbourne police
Damn.
say that he walked outside of the prison and then immediately hailed a taxi, which took him 30
Okay.
miles to his Melbourne home. And then when he got there, he told the driver that he doesn't have any money and he can't pay for the taxi. It was a $70 fare, which I guess this is
Okay.
2018 prices. I'm guessing a $30 fare now, a 30-mile fare now would probably cost significantly more. And his sister and her roommate, nobody had enough money to pay the $70 fare. And
That's
so
amazing.
the driver called the police, and the guy was then immediately taken back to jail.
Love it.
So, like, he was out for like 45 minutes.
That's 10 out of 10.
It's so good. He was being held on $2,000 bail, and he didn't have $70 for the fare. So I'm guessing he doesn't have
Amazing.
that either. But yeah, how do you make your first move?
Yeah,
I'm
how
going to
do
take
you
a
screw that
taxi I
up so
can't
bad?
afford.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't even make it out an hour, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a sad story because, like, probably should need, there's no safety net, that kind of thing. So if we want to get
It's true. Yeah.
serious about it, it's kind of a bummer. But also, he was out of jail and then broke the law within an hour and then was back in jail, which is kind of great. But our final story is the best one.
Okay.
Crestview, Florida. A Florida man was arrested for destroying a liquor store under construction, and he told the police that when he was arrested, that he was Alice in Wonderland,
hmm
and he was told by a hookah smoking caterpillar that he needed to attack the site.
Okay.
What he did, he broke into a fenced-in area where they were building the liquor store, and then
Okay.
he jumped on a forklift and started driving it around, causing more than $100,000 in damages.
Damn.
Yeah, just basically destroying everything in his sight.
Oof.
And the police come because, of course, they did. Because
Right.
if you start causing that kind of damage, police will get called. Much like if you take a nap
Yeah,
in
there's
someone
like
else's
no
house.
way. There's like no way they won't. Come on now.
Yeah, they're going to come. And so, the police came, and he told the police that who are you? He identified himself as Alice in Wonderland, and then he's like,
No.
yeah, this is I need to be
No.
I need to do this because a hookah smoking caterpillar told me that I had to do it. And also, I
No.
have a real problem with building a place.
No.
Yes, that's what he said. Because he said he has a real problem with building a place that sells alcohol. So yeah, so I don't know what happened to him. I'm guessing he probably ended up doing some time with the guy who couldn't pay the taxi.
I would
But yeah,
say
that was
yeah.
his excuse. Yeah, probably so. Or else he ended up in an asylum of some sort. My favorite line of the entire story, though, is at the very last sentence, which just said, "No lawyer is listed for him." You don't say.
Yeah, because I don't think anybody wants to be, connected to that. Like, I don't want to be an asshole, but I don't think people want to be connected to that.
Yeah. All right. Here's our defense. It was a caterpillar, and he did tell us this. Like, this is all true, and the caterpillar is really the one to blame. The
Yeah.
caterpillar is the
Oh,
one
yeah.
to blame
No,
for it. Like,
definitely. We can't victim blame. Blame the caterpillar.
no, blame the caterpillar. It's like the fugitive blaming the one-armed man, but it actually was
Exactly.
the one-armed man. Yeah. This actually was the caterpillar. That's the real problem. The
I agree.
caterpillar actually did say it. So yeah.
Mhm.
So again, I don't know what happened to any of these guys. I'm guessing all of them ended up in prison because they are the Florida man. But
Yeah.
just every now and then, if I happen to come across enough good Florida man stories, we can have great moments in Florida man history because it's
I
a lot
love
of
them.
fun to just go over some of those. So
Yes.
I don't know how to end it now because I'm Craig and that's the news.
I'm Craig,
So,
and this
Craig,
has
and that
been
was
Great
Florida Man.
Moments in Florida Man
Oh, of course.
History.
You're right. Whoa, that was pretty good. You can do it too. We each can take our turns at it.
Yeah, there you go.
Great
But I'm not Craig, so whatever.
Florida history.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Oh.
I relinquish the floor to the distinguished
Okay.
gentleman from the state of New York.
So I have something ridiculous for you. So I
You usually do.
love grindhouse ridiculous shitty movies, like movies that are so bad they were filmed on a dream and $10,000.
Oh, I thought you meant like they were filmed on a dream, like that was the actual physical production venue. Is like instead of like celluloid or whatever, they just were actually filmed on a dream.
No.
Filmed on a dream and $10,000. Yes, I'm aware that you enjoy the bad movies.
Yes. Well, this one comes to us from 1971, called The Pink Angels, and it's called, the plot is a group of cross-dressing bikers journey to the California coastline for, quote, a ladies' cotillion, a drag queen contest in LA.
Okay.
And they are it's a road trip movie, and they are traced by the military and rival gangs, and it's kind of like a slapstick comedy sort of thing, but these bikers are like, they're cross-dressing and they're funny and they're like, just being silly and living their hijinks, and it's kind of, and because of the 70s, it's based in like LGBTQ stereotypes, they
sure
stuff like that.
They
But
were
I mean,
highly respectful. Yeah,
it's not cringeworthy, it's not bad, it's not like it's funny for its time, and I mean, was it ever okay? Probably not, but there is amazing nuggets in there. So they end up on a picnic, where they come upon a picnic, and a woman is very pregnant, smoking a cig and drinking a beer, and then offers them a beer, and I'm like, oh my god, this is a time capsule of bad ideas.
Oh no.
Yeah, and so, but there's great lines in there, because apparently, I guess, in the 70s, to disparage a group of LGBTQ people, it was calling them various fruits. So one of the lines in there is, "Get those bananas!" And I'm like, what the fuck is a banana? And,
Get those bananas? Okay.
Yeah, get those bananas, yeah.
I mean,
Anyways.
I've heard like people being called fruits before, but never like specific fruits. Like
Specific fruits, yes.
Yeah, like it's usually look at these fruits, not look at that kumquat or look at that orange. That's weird.
Well,
yeah,
Craig, you know that one guy that we met the other day? Yeah, he's a real watermelon. Gasp!
No.
Yeah. Anyways, so but anyways, they're followed by this general who it's kind of like a meta commentary on like changing times, because the general that's chasing them is like really against changing times and anything that's not like 1950s traditional America. So it's kind of a resurgence of kind of what's going on right now. But I digress. The movie is known for its insane smash cut ending, which is basically like the general is attracted to one of the cross dressers, and
isn't it always the way?
And he's like, "Hey, baby," and they're like, they're both like really into it, right? And so the general is like, "So, baby, when are we gonna do it?" He's like, "Oh, honey, I'm not a woman. I'm all man," or something like that. And it just cuts to the general, and he's like, wide-eyed, and then I shit you not, the final scene of the movie is all the bikers swinging from a tree, and I'm like, what the fuck?
What? That's just how they end it. Is it like
that's literally how they end it?
Is it a freeze frame at the end?
No, it's like a tracking shot back as these bodies are swinging from a tree. That's
weird.
Oh my god, yeah, it's very bad. Sorry, it was during the Hays Code, where they were trying to show LGBT lifestyles as deviant or bad and be a moral warning to the public of basically don't be gay.
So
yeah. So it's the Hays Code, but so I have a funny story related to this. So you met Daniel when my buddy Daniel.
I did meet Daniel when we were moving. Yes.
Yeah, when we were moving. Yeah. So I originally watched that movie with him, and we knew about it, but we didn't know about the ending. And so we're sitting there watching it at his house, and he's gay, and I love him. And so we're sitting there, and we go to that final scene, And I just slowly turn my head to him, and then he slowly turns his head to me, and he goes, "You brought a gay hate film into a gay man's house? You the groveling, sir." The amount of groveling I did was god tier. Legendary, even.
That's pretty funny.
So, yeah.
So,
But yeah.
let me get this straight. It's about a gang of bikers that are also drag queens. Those are like the what do they call those graphs where the circles intertwine and then like they
Venn diagram.
The Venn diagram. Thank you. The Venn diagram of biker gangs and brain dying.
LGBTQ, gay bikers.
Yeah, well, I was going for all I can think of is prom queens, which is the wrong word.
Drag queens.
My brain is what queens?
Drag queens.
Queens. Drag.
Drag.
Not prom. Prom and drag, they're both 4-letter words, and my brain just was like, and you're not going to work today. Sorry, you can't talk.
And I'm
drag
dead.
Queens. And this is the end. Thanks. It's been a good run. Thanks for coming, tip your waitresses. Drag queens and biker gangs.
You know, it's painful to watch you struggle. I think I know where you're going with this, and I'm going to tell you it's very low. There's very little overlap. I'm almost 100% sure.
Circles.
Yes.
It's 2 separate circles.
Like maybe a sliver of overlap.
Maybe the 2 circles are barely touching, and there's like 4 drag queens that are also part of biker gangs. All I'm saying is that this is not a demographic that is highly represented.
Correct.
Hey, look, I actually said a sentence that had words in it that were.
Oh, there you go. You actually figured it out. Good job. I'm proud of you. You get a gold star.
I'm coming around, man. Someday I'm going to be able to say 2 sentences in a row without messing up. That day is not today, but someday soon, and it's going to be grand.
Yes. Ow.
Yeah, I like it. I like it because it's weird. And
yeah,
do you have
a
link to watch the? I at least need to see the smash cut ending because.
Oh, it's awful. But yeah, it's on there. It's on YouTube.
So.
I'll find it.
Okay, I assume it's awful, right?
Yeah, no, it's not good. But anyways,
I don't think it's going to be good. Yeah, but I do still need to see. I need to see them swinging out of trees because that's now. Okay, drag queens and biker gangs. The uniform also. Very different. So how are they adorning themselves clothing wise?
Do you know what a leather daddy is? Do you know what a leather daddy is? They dress as leather daddies until they dress in drag. That's all I'm going to say.
Until they dress drag. Okay. Yeah. So there's like a costume change.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Very good.
Yes.
That's weird, but thank you for sharing. And the name of this movie one more time?
The Pink Angels.
How did I miss that the first time?
How did you miss that the first time?
The Pink Angels.
Yes. Anyways.
Okay. 10 out of 10 for the name. That's amazing.
Well, I already have one, and it's amazing.
Okay. I'm ready for it, dog.
Okay.
Go for it.
So this movie is like Curious George's Big Adventure, whatever those movies are,
Sure.
It's gonna be
monkey goes on a journey.
It's gonna be Greg.
And learns about himself.
Yeah, it's gonna be Greg's grand adventure.
Okay.
From our show, it's gonna be like CGI, and it's based our Greg. Yeah, the little weird monkey creature.
Yeah. Of the Greg door, yes.
Of the Greg door, yeah. So he gets kicked out of the Greg door, and he goes on this little adventure. And so the adventure is, he ends up in Florida, obviously, and he, gets into someone's house and falls asleep, and the woman's like, "What the fuck is this thing?" And like tries to shoo it out, and it's all leaping around and being like, "Wah, wah, wah," all sorts of crazy shit.
It falls asleep on her lap.
Her couch. Oh no, sorry. It has to fall asleep on her lap. Yeah, and she's like, "What the fuck is this?"
That's what Gregs do.
Yeah, and so
that's scary.
Anyways, yeah. And then it runs over to Spirit Halloween, and it's going all crazy, and people are like, "Oh my god, what is that? Is that a monkey?" No, it doesn't have a diaper. It's AI. It's got to be AI. Yeah, they're like, "No, it's a Greg." And so Greg finally leaves. He ends up being part of a biker gang. And the biker gang, takes him to a convention center, and it's and it's just some random convention, like whatever outlandish thing where Greg is like, "Oh wow, what is this? It's so cool. Is this your pet?" Blah blah. Blah. And Greg becomes crazy. Greg, gets upset and or spooked and just goes around doing Greg things, and then eventually falls asleep on another person's lap who freaks out and is like, "What is this thing?" And Greg's like, "I just
What
want a
is
lap.
this?
I just want a lap to
Just need a
sleep on."
lap. I'm a Greg. It's the only way I can rest.
Yeah. So, anyways, and it goes around like this, and eventually, the Greg finds its way home, and goes through the Greg door, and falls asleep on my lap, and then the movie ends, and no more hijinks
Happy
ensue.
ending.
A happy ending. Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
And in real life, Greg is Yuki, right?
Yeah, Greg is Yuki. Yeah, Greg is
Okay, I see.
one of my cats.
Greg is a very sweet white cat that will lay on anyone's lap as long as you sit down and a lap is provided. She will take advantage. So I
She
love
will.
that cat. That cat's awesome. So anyway, I like it. I like Greg's
It
big
it
adventure.
yeah, it's a heartwarming adventure. Not my usual fare. That is absolutely insane. So
That's okay. We can have heartwarming adventures. We are welcome to all genre of movie. So
yeah,
that's good.
it's a
So
heartwarming adventure for the whole family.
I love it. All right, mine is a end times battle type movie where evil is rising and good has to rise to defeat it.
Okay,
Um, and we start in the state of Florida, where Florida Man is coming to power, and he's gaining strength, and he's gaining other Florida men, and like the Florida Men army is
oh my
getting
god,
ready to take over not just Florida, but the world. They've got Pinky and the Brain working on the plans. It's a whole
gotcha.
thing. And to rise this, or to defend against this rising tide of danger, like the Army, the Navy, the Marines, everyone is called in and they're all defeated. And like no one knows how we're going to stop the rise of Florida Man because it just seems like an unstoppable force.
Hmm.
But there are places in the world where resistance can be found, Brian.
Where is that?
There is in Chernobyl.
The blue
There's a
doggies. The blue doggies.
the blue dogs, Brian. The blue
No, they
dogs
have to be the blue
are found.
doggies. They have to be the blue
Blue
doggies.
doggies?
The blue
Do
doggies.
they? The
They have,
radioactive blue doggies of death. I don't know.
yes, they
But
have to be.
they're here to defeat Florida Man.
Love
They're
it.
like, we must, but they're like, we need like a method of transportation. We've got all the smarts, we've got all the blue hair, but we don't have any way to get to Florida. We need to figure out some way to defeat this enemy. And that is when the Pink Angels come in, Brian. And the Pink
Yes,
Angels are like, we're here to help you. So blue and pink join together.
I love it.
The Pink Angels are like, we will. So the Pink Angels ride their bikes to Chernobyl because that's a thing that can happen somehow. I don't.
Let
Seems like there's
plot holes be
oceans in the
damned.
way.
Plot holes be damned.
Yeah, we don't care. They're gonna get there. They get to
Those
Chernobyl and then
bananas
they
can
get.
go anywhere as long as they have a
That's right.
drain.
Absolutely. There's limes and kiwis taking dogs every which way. So they arrive on their bikes and they're like, all right, dogs, we're joining forces to defeat Florida Man. And so the dogs, so each pink angel has a blue doggy on the
Love it.
back, and they ride into battle like some kind of weird cavalry,
Cavalry.
cavalry, cavalry, cavalry. One
Cavalry.
of them is like the hill on which Jesus died, and one of them is an army with horses.
Cavalry. Cavalry.
Cavalry. That's the one I want.
Yes.
Cavalry. We're gonna go with cavalry. They're the weirdest cavalry of all time, marching into battle against the Florida Man army. And there's the final epic battle that happens in Melbourne, Florida. And I'm pleased to say that blue and pink emerged victorious at the end. And then
Yes.
we have a smash cut of some kind with various dogs and drag queens swinging out of trees. And
Oh, no,
then
we can't
the
have
end.
that.
We can't have that?
We
Is
can't
that
have
bad?
that.
Why can't we have that?
We can't have
What's
that
smash
because
cut?
it's bad.
Is it bad?
It's
Okay, the
bad.
blue dogs are swinging out of trees. We'll leave the pink angels on their bikes.
Yes.
Is that okay?
They get smashed. They get destroyed, but because evil wins.
No, evil doesn't win. The blue dogs are victorious. I refuse to live in a world where the mutant blue dogs do not win.
Oh.
The Blue Dogs are victorious with on the backs of the Pink
Oh,
Angels
yes,
bikes.
love it. The Blue Doggies win. Love it. Okay.
The Blue Doggies win. Yeah, and then the end after the battle is over. The Blue Doggies swing out of trees in a smash cut,
Got it. Like monkey style.
like monkey, like how Greg would want it. Yeah,
Gotcha.
monkey style.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
like if you
I
get
thought you were
spooked.
saying that they got like lynched or hanged. Okay, I see what you're saying
No,
now.
no, 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 no,
Got it.
no,
Got it.
no.
Okay.
Yeah, they're swinging out of trees, like a monkey that got spooked at a Halloween,
Out of Spirit
Spirit
Halloween.
Halloween
Got it.
store.
Okay. Got it. Okay, I like that
Maybe
one.
they swing out of the Spirit Halloween store. The
Yeah,
dog.
there we go. You
Yeah,
know what?
that's how they celebrate.
Maybe I would be able to understand this more if my reading comprehension was better
Was
and
improving.
was
Well,
improving.
there are lots of ways to improve your reading comprehension. One of the
Oh,
best
like what? Like
sources
how,
of
Craig?
literature. Well, if you really want to improve your reading levels, like they've done studies, Brian, and they've found that if you go and grab a Q-tip box and start reading the back of it,
Was it a study of Yugoslavia?
that's right. As long as you're also drinking breast milk, they've found that reading comprehension levels can rise from a second grade level to a 19th grade level simply by reading the back of the Q-tip box. So even if you don't care about learning how to properly use your Q-tips, just for the reading comprehension improvements,
It's worth it.
and just to make yourself a smarter person, you should take that bad boy, that Q-tip box that's just sitting there in your bathroom, flip it over, and read it because your reading comprehension will improve. In fact, I don't know why all tutor places, like any of those people that help you with math homework
Yeah.
and reading homework, any kind of tutor worth his salt knows that you should always read the back of the Q-tip box.
Always read the back of your Q-tip box. And also, don't forget to take the annuity and diversify your portfolio.
And go Bills.
Go Bills. Untitled with Brian and Craig is produced and edited by me, Brian Dunnigan. It is also hosted by me, Brian Dunnigan, as well as Craig Dodge. Opening and ending themes are created by AI, so nobody has license to those.